Hey guys, Ryan here. So today I'll be doing an overview of the Lego One Piece set. So we're going to start off with Monkey D. Luffy, the Brickhead. Now, I've never bought one of these for myself, a Brickhead that is. So, yeah. But today that'll change because I've made an order and I've ordered all these sets that'll be shown today, and I wanted to do an in-depth overview of all the sets. So yeah, I got my straw hat on and I'm all ready to go. So yeah, so we got Luffy here, and wow, that looks really great. Matches the anime and the live action at the same time. Of course, he has a little bit more of the curly hair here, but anyways, still really awesome nonetheless. But you can see right here is his scar beneath his eye, and he's got his straw hat on. So yeah. Here is what the box looks like. We got Luffy on the side. Right there it says Netflix One Piece. And it's thanks to Netflix and the One Piece team for making this happen, and the Lego team. It was a big collaboration, I can tell. Alright, so we have what it looks like when you put it on. Alright, so we have what it looks like when you put it on top of the little base plate. The black base plate, that is. And yeah, this just looks really nice, and it'll be my first brickhead that I'm ever buying for myself. And it'll look great on the shelf too. And it looks like a fun build. Without a doubt. Alright, on to Buggy. Okay. So we got Buggy here, and yeah, it matches the show well. All these sets do. And I think this show did something really great where it matched the anime very well in terms of the costumes, in terms of the characters, in terms of like the story, with some of those main things. And yeah, so we got Buggy the Clown with his red nose, of course, and you don't want to mention his nose, otherwise he'll get mad. But yeah. Anyways, that's what the first picture looks like. We can see it on the side here. It has Buggy from the live action version, and Buggy was a huge highlight for the live action season 1 of One Piece. He was great. The guy who plays him, Jeff Ward, does a fantastic job, and he has his Jolly Roger symbol on his hat. He has like his blue hair, of course, his coat and whatnot. So yeah, there's what it looks like, and yeah, these two will be great pieces to put on my shelf, my One Piece shelf, that is. And there's a little video. Here's a 360 view of what Buggy looks like. So that is really cool. And then here's a 360 view of Monkey D. Luffy. I forgot to show this, but yeah, it looks fantastic. All right, so next we have our first official main set, and that is Windmill Village Hut. It has, let's see, almost 300 pieces, and yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so we have the boat where that villain takes Luffy and then Shanks has to save him, right? And then Luffy has the devil fruit he's about to eat as a child, which changed his life forever. And yeah, there's like a surfboard here. There's the bar. Makino has a drink. We got Shanks, Luffy, of course. And I wonder if he has his. He must have his scar beneath his eye at this point in time. So I was wondering like if you could turn the head around and have him like with the scar and then without. But I think both heads will have the scar. But one cool thing is that all these sets, I think there's like 6 or more wanted posters to collect. So it's kind of like the Lego Harry Potter theme with the like the portraits and whatnot. So yep, there's that. But this is a nice little set. Retails for 30. So yeah. And there's Shanks donning the hat onto Luffy here. And he's crying. So I think his other face is crying. Okay, so we can see both faces. And then that does confirm that he has a scar beneath his eye for both faces. But yeah, there's the wanted poster right there. And here are the minifigs. Luffy with the anchor. When Shanks makes the joke about Luffy being an anchor. And then that actually happens with him not being able to swim like an anchor. And then we have Shanks, which looks great. He has a cape. Then we have Mackinac. And then there is some more pictures with a blue background. And yeah. And then here's a 360 view. You can see what the full set looks like. But we can like create like 3 of the scenes from the anime and the live action where, you know, Luffy eats the devil fruit. Luffy gets kidnapped, and then Shanks going against the sea beast. Now, this would have been amazing. It's still really amazing, but it would have been even more amazing if the set had the sea beast in it. I think that would have knocked it out of the park even more. All right, so next up, and all these sets are coming out August 1st, by the way. We have it's Buggy the Clown Circus tent. So yeah, we got Zoro on the dartboard that's spinning. And I think you can have that spin, hopefully. And then you have like his swords, his 3 swords right there. Of course, like Zoro would have. We have Nami breaking out of the cage in that scene, you know, with her doing the lockpick. Then we have Buggy the Clown with a dagger or 2. And then we got Buggy trying to get the map from Luffy with the water chamber. That's a trap. And weakens Luffy because he's a devil fruit user. But it also could weaken Buggy too. So he has to be careful. Then we have chairs here for the townspeople, but they didn't include any townspeople. So that would have been good if they had done that. But anyways, up here we got the Jolly Roger, Buggy's face, and his circus. So there's the picture of the box, and the boxes look great. Like design-wise, everything in this, top notch. So yeah. And then yeah. So here's what the front looks like. We got Buggy when he's tiny. That's funny. With the chest where they defeat him, right? For the time being, anyways. And oh yeah, it does spin. Luffy is able to break out. And then we got Luffy. These look so great. They look just like the characters and really high quality stuff for Lego. And then we have Zoro, Nami, and Buggy. So yep. And there's kind of the scene of the kid playing with the Lego set, with the treasure chest, and using the tablet to build the set with. And yeah, it says 2 wanted posters included. So I wonder how many we'll get in total. So here's the 360 view, right? So yeah, it does look like a circus set. Matches it well from the show. All right, so next up we got is Battle at Arlong Park. This is 926 pieces, and yeah, retails for $80. So yeah, this set is fantastic. You get the Fishman, you get Arlong, you get Luffy, Usopp, Nami, and all. We have Arlong Park here, which is actually pretty big scale. We have a few of like the like houses and shops from Arlong Park, right? So yeah, we have Luffy with the stretchy arm, and he's gonna punch Arlong in the face. They're gonna fight. So yeah, there's that. Then we have a scene with Usopp and that fisherman where he like slingshots him in the face. We got Nami with the straw hat on her back with like a connector piece. All right. And then next we have is Arlong Park being destroyed, which is a really cool feature and actually happens in the show and the manga anime. And then we got Nami with her like her arm has a band-aid on it because of when she like pierced it because of Arlong and all that and whatnot. And we have Usopp, Arlong. Arlong actually has a nose, but Usopp doesn't, so that's interesting. And then I guess it's more of a feature for Arlong. But anyways, we have another fisherman here. And then, yeah, we have Luffy stretching. The scene with Usopp and the fishman, where he gets the fishman real mad. We have the map room scene. We have another shot here, different shot, another shot. And then the last, the back of the box. Let's look at the video. So there's that. Looks fantastic from all angles, pretty much. All right, and then next we have is the Going Merry pirate ship. Retails for 140. Has 1,376 pieces. That's a pretty good piece for price ratio, I feel like. So we got Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Nami, Usopp, the giant Jolly Roger of the Straw Hat crew pirate flag on the front of the ship and whatnot. We have a picture of the box itself. We have the back with Nami's tangerines. Usopp likes to be in the crow's nest of the ship. And you hit a little feature, hit a little button, and a cannonball actually shoots out. And the Going Merry with the antlers and whatnot looks really realistic. And looks very similar to the actual one from the show. And then we got Luffy here, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji. They all look fantastic. I love it. The hair is covering his eye like it does in the, series. And then, yeah, there's like a little area with tools and food and stuff. And we have a little kitchen here for Sanji, which is perfect because he's a chef, right? And then, yeah, we got a kid building the set. It's a great piece. Either this or the next set will be the most best-selling one, I bet. I feel like this set's going to sell really well. In fact, I made my order, but I think it's sold out. So we'll see when mine arrives, my order. But yeah, you can see like there's stairs, there's like just areas to play with and whatnot. And yeah, there's the back of the ship and the back of the box. Looks great. And then here's a 360 view of it. Very nice. And then lastly here, we got the Barrett floating restaurant, which is stunning. It has 3,402 pieces, retails for $330. And there's so many levels to this, and the scale, like from the show, is just like, it's so amazing. So it's the Barrett, right? We have Kobe, Helmipo, Garp, we got Usopp, we got Nami, we got Luffy, we got Zoro, we got Mihawk, we got Chef Zeph, and then and Sanji, of course. Of course they would be together. And yeah, this is gonna be like probably an 18 plus set, and it looks fantastic. Not only does it have huge scale, it has like interior to it. Like both any angle that you put this on, it's gonna look really good. So yeah. We have Mihawk's little boat. And we have like the inside, like the bar, there's different levels, all these rooms, stairs, and a bunch of minifigs, and it just is a really one of the coolest design Lego sets I've ever seen. And here's all the minifigs. We got Luffy, Garp, Zoro, like I said. And then there's a new sword piece here for Mihawk, which is really cool. And then his dagger when he fights Zoro with that. And then we have Nami, Usopp, Chef Zeph, Sanji with the blue overalls, which looks really nice. And we have Kobe and then Helmipo. So yeah, this is amazing. I'm very excited for these sets, and I wanted to do an overview of this before the sets come out. But I'll be reviewing all of them. I'll be making stop motion builds, stop motion stories, and a whole bunch more. So yeah, make sure to leave a like if you love One Piece. This is an amazing picture. Like, all these minifigs come with the set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minifigures. That is really good in itself. And the set is amazing. And this brand and series of Lego is top-notch stuff. So yeah, there it is on the shelf. There's on the table. And there's the back. So yeah, this is by Netflix, the live-action adaptation of the Lego sets. And the line of One Piece is really exciting, and I cannot wait for it. So yeah, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, peace out.